and this video marks the end of Love Only Readings Month. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, because I sure did, and hopefully this proved that I am not anti-love. Director, can we cut this and go to the next video already? Please. It's career time. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Candy Tarot YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do us a favor and honor by joining the family by hitting that subscribe button. And also, you guys, please turn on those post notification bell, like quit playing. Anyways, you guys, today's video, as you guys already know, we are back at it. We are back at it again with another career video. Yes, big shocker. Psych. Y'all already knew I was gonna get right back into career after last month. Y'all already knew that, and hopefully you guys are excited just as I am. And we're about to see what's in store. Before we move forward, I just got to say a quick shout out and quick prayer up to Ukraine and anyone affected by current political affairs. I guess we can call it that. But shout out to Ukraine, sending so much love and prayer to them. And if you guys do have it in you, or do you guys have the resources, please do whatever you can to show your support and love. Hopefully, hopefully things get better. But nonetheless, let's get into today's reading. Don't want to get too political on this channel, but let's get to this reading. Today's video is entitled, "What is your next career opportunity?" We have no time for BS. We're getting straight to the point as to what is in the near future when it comes to our career, our job, our business endeavors, or whatever it is. But it's money related, it's financial related, and it should resonate. So with that being said, you guys, please choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the green Aventurine stone. We also have pile number 2 with the Amethyst, as well as pile number 3 with the black Tourmaline, and pile number 4 with the clear Quartz crystal. So with that being said, you guys, please choose with your gut and not with your eyes, and that means your intuition. Okay, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those that picked the green Aventurine stone. We're about to find out what's your next career opportunity. Let's get into it. The cards that they gave us are the 5 of Swords in reverse. It's in reverse, so that's a great thing, because otherwise I hate that card. We also have the 3 of Cups in reverse. The Moon card in reverse. We also have number 3, Solar Plexus Chakra. Number 66, Healing. We also have Nurturing Yourself. We also have Music. We have the World in reverse. We have It's Okay to Be Different, as well as the Sphinx. And this card that we'll get into later. Okay, so pile number 1. I do believe that some of you guys will hate me after this. That's perfectly fine. But there is a lot to discuss here. And there's also a lot to look forward to. So hopefully by the end of this reading, you remain, or at least you become excited, okay? That's the whole point. And also understand what exactly is happening, despite things maybe being a little bit foggy, because that's what they're telling me. This is a very unclear time in your life. I think this is probably the most isolated you've ever been. But you have to understand, this is, I feel like a hermit with your energy, and it was they're saying it's necessary, and we're going to find out why. But I feel like a hermit, but I also feel like this was something that you innately felt you needed to do. I see removing yourself from groups of friends that you don't necessarily need anymore, that maybe have already filled their purpose, and that's okay to say. I feel a lot of you guys are really spending this time, and this is pretty much going to be the premise of this reading, spending this time to really discover what it is that you want, what it is that you should be doing. And I say should be doing because there is destiny unfolding within your current energy. There's something that you are meant to be doing that you may not necessarily know about, or may not necessarily be sure about. And maybe this will give you confirmation, but this is really a moment of reflection, a moment of stillness, because you're currently going through a transitional period, and universe said it's time now. Put everything else on pause. It's time for this type of reflection. Some of you guys could even be going through like a dark night of the soul type of experience at the very moment. Like this, I see a lot of purging, I see a lot of releasing, and I also see a lot of clarity being gained to you quite soon. Okay? Let's get into it. So we have the Five of Swords. Now this card I typically do not like, but it is in the reverse, and I love how it matches the background. But this is mental sabotage from your end, and it's like the part of the challenge, and I have to say it is a challenge to be in this phase of your life. Part of the challenge is really to not allow your ego, your mind, as brilliant as it may be, to interfere with your faith and trust in the universe, and that everything's working out the way that it's supposed to. Because as humans, we do live in a perspective where we have to see it to believe it sometimes. And we could be the most spiritual, the most pious person ever, and yet it still could be maybe the smallest thing that could knock us into a place where we just don't believe in anything. We don't believe it's going to get better. But the Five of Swords indicates in reverse that this is what you're leaving. For a lot of you guys just don't believe in magic. You guys do not believe in spontaneity. You guys do not believe, because they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune card, which means that whatever career opportunity that is about to unfold, you're not going to see it coming. It's going to be a surprise, and it's also divine timing. So once again, it's the source has its hands all up in there. Like it's about things falling into place, but also about your own ascension as well. So there's a lot of other things that have to happen prior to this next opportunity to be unfolded, it feels like. But I do believe that there is a chance that this could happen even while you go through this process of growth. But overall, the Five of Swords in reverse, it's something that you should feel happy about and commend yourself for, because this is tough to do. This is not easy. This is like high level mastery when it comes to spirituality, because a lot of times we're our own worst enemy, our own worst critic. And we oftentimes instill ourselves with doubt and fear. And it's because we don't see what's coming or what's in store. We don't see it. And we don't have, unfortunately, like the vision or the sight that our spirit team has. You know what I mean? But your spirit team's here to let you know that despite what you may sometimes think or believe, there is a change coming. There's an absolute change coming. This is life-changing as well when it comes to your career. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups in reverse. once again, I also feel like there was maybe other endeavors or maybe other jobs that you maybe have attempted because you thought that maybe that's an interest that I have. Let me pursue it, and it maybe didn't go as far as you would have liked, or maybe there was it wasn't as successful as you would like. And they're also saying that these weren't a waste of time. Like you're not a failure because of these things. In fact, all those false starts were there to really help acquire skills and other traits and characteristics that would ultimately make you fit for what's to come. I also feel like this is an indication that a lot of you guys are spending a lot of alone time. I think it's quite beautiful that your soul is really activating at this time. Your soul is like, we have to make room. We have to make room for what's to come. Your soul knows what's coming. You don't. But you will intuitively feel it's time for, or a change is coming, or it's time to really get rid of some things in my current life that have already served its purpose. So I think alone time could be something that you guys are experiencing right now, and maybe it's a little bit tough, but I think deep down inside you know it's something that needs to be done. There's a wish that's being ready to be granted here. Actually, it's a big wish of yours that's being, because they're showing me the 9 of Cups. It's a big wish that's going to be granted after this. So please look forward to that. We have the Moon card in reverse. This is also a good thing that it's in reverse as well, because this is about things that you can't see, all those hidden things, all the things that your spirit team had to keep quiet about, and things like that the universe has been working on is going to be revealed quite soon for you. And part of the reveal is going to be a new opportunity or a new avenue in a career that you're going to fall in love with. And I don't think you are someone who maybe thought that would ever happen. Maybe you're someone who believed that work should always be grueling and unenjoyable, when that's not the case. I have my family, I'm just going to share this quick story, but I had this one family dinner with my family and we got on the topic of careers, and this is way before I was doing tarot on YouTube. And they were like, the question was, would you work a job if you weren't happy, but the money was still doing what it's supposed to do? Everybody in the room, everyone at the dinner table said yes, they would still do that. I was the only one that said no. And at the time, I didn't know why I said no, but I do know that part of me, I had my share of unfun jobs, or just jobs that I don't care about, and I didn't believe that that's something that I should have to, endure. It should be something that I enjoy too, And I think this is something that you either feel the same way, or it's something that you're going to really grow into. This is about finding what you enjoy the most, and really dispelling any type of beliefs that something that you enjoy can't make you money, when it absolutely could. But you have to believe. Speaking of belief, this is what we're talking about. This is the solar plexus chakra. Your very happiness, your very joy, your very being of why you live, the reason as to why you live, that's something that you are discovering. Of course, there's probably other reasons as to why you would like to live, but this is like, what in life do I find enjoyable? And this is, if this is a career reading, as it is, what career would I be the most happy at? And that's the angle that we have to look from. Start from there, even from like childhood dreams, childhood desires that maybe as an adult didn't make sense to you to pursue anymore. It's maybe a time to revisit that. But this is about also becoming more open to the possibilities, the endless possibilities. Like, there may be a job that you never ever once decided or never ever once believed that you would ever work, but yet it's an opportunity that has been brought to you, and you don't think you're ready for it, but you could absolutely be perfect for the job. And you maybe had an interest in it before, but you never actually knew that this is something that you will actually love until you actually try it. There's something about the next career opportunity that's coming that feels like a risk for you. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that it's very enjoyable to you. It's something that you will love to do. And somehow, some way that conflicts with whether or not it's something that I should be doing. Like, it conflicts with another belief that means I should not actually be pursuing this as a career. Like, maybe it's work is not supposed to be enjoyable. Like, I feel like that's almost the idea, you know what I mean? They want me to share another story. Okay, so there's another time my mom, I love my mom, obviously, but, her journey was not necessarily the easiest one, but in the end, she prospered, and she still is prospering, but she struggled, and that's something that me and my siblings know, and we appreciate the sacrifices that she made. And sometimes she believes that her children are also supposed to go through the same thing. And sometimes that could be the case, but my belief is that the whole purpose of, like, I don't know, maybe when I be a parent, my whole purpose is that I'm gonna work as hard as I can and still enjoy it, of course, but I'm going to work so that my children won't have to struggle. You know what I mean? So my children won't have to have maybe a hard time reaching their success. That's always been my idea, but sometimes parents do believe that it's the hard work that is like a rites of passage to success. And I'm like, it doesn't always have to be that way. It doesn't always have to be grueling and exhausting. It doesn't have to be all those things. And that's something that maybe I'm meant to break as far as the cycle goes. And I think you could be too. Some type of pattern is trying to correct itself here. And this is the whole point of this transitional period. Now we also have healing. This is number 66. This is really, you don't have to actually be healing on it. Actually, you are. I'm sorry. I was gonna say you don't actually have to be healing, but but I do feel like this in itself is healing. You may have not gone through anything as far as a breakup or anything like that would naturally require healing to get over, but this is in itself healing. We're correcting something that your soul feels like is amiss. And during this period, there's going to be a whole new person evolved. Like, this is the type of healing in a sense when it comes to like snakes and how they shed their skin, like that. That's what you're essentially doing. So this is something that you should absolutely not fight. Absolutely not fight. And it's after this is when things will start to fully push forward with no delays. Because I do see a lot of delays happening, and or delays that, like, there's a lot of things that are waiting in the wings, but the delay for it to come to fruition, I see that. But at the same time, you need to understand that this time for healing and for readjusting and reflection and clarity, it's important. So that's why the universe is like, stop the presses, everything's paused, we gotta do this right now for part number 1. hibernation mode, hermit mode, activate. And that's okay. We also have nurture yourself. Once again, this is, I almost feel like you guys are really enjoying, there's some enjoyment quality with this time, I feel. Or at the very least, I think you're starting to feel the effects of this transitional period and how it could actually be seen as sort of a blessing, because you guys are really growing and you guys are ascending. And I feel like a lot of you guys are taking the time to really remove yourself from maybe just the public or just people in general, because you know this is me time, and that you know that this is very vital for your own growth, your own personal growth. But you know that on the other end of this, on the other side of this, there is a new career waiting for you. I do feel like this new career opportunity could be completely different than what you've been doing for work or what you've been trying to apply to when it comes to job applications. And it's because I feel as though with the music card here, we have a creative endeavor that's coming through here. You don't have to be doing music, but I think what is happening next, what you'll be pursuing next, feels as natural and as flowing as music does. And that's what it's supposed to be. So during this time, it's meant to be, think of this as an incubation stage before you hatch. This is the cocoon stage. And this is all necessary. But I do see there could be either a creative endeavor or something completely different than what you're currently doing. And it's connected to your emotions. It's connected to your happiness, your true desire, what it is that you really want to do. You're not meant to have a career that you don't enjoy. And I think a lot of times when people hear creative endeavor or artist or something like that, the fear is that it's not lucrative. But that's absolutely not the case. The fear is, that's the fear, and that's a complete and total lie. But that's the programming that they're trying to correct. We also have the World card. It is in reverse. This is about, there's, once again, destiny unlocking, but also I do feel like there's a sort of resistance to allowing this process to take place. I think this is the group that maybe you've been having a hard time trying to get maybe favorable feedback from applications that you get, or maybe the responses that you get, the job offers that you get aren't necessarily what you feel like you deserve, you know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not doing that. And you're absolutely right, because you deserve a lot more, and that's what the universe is trying to give you. But this is probably the hardest part of the test, is to really truly surrender to that and trust that even during this time, the universe still has your back. Even in the most uncertain times, the universe still will provide and still give you what you need, because this is necessary. And once again, this is a soul mission that's happening, that's unfolding. This is destiny. This is fate. Your soul purpose, I feel, is connected to this next career opportunity as well. It doesn't have to be like a big grand scheme of things, but I do feel like there could be, there has to be a little bit more of you in this next career. And I also feel like it's it's just going to be, it's just tough to really completely let go and allow the universe to just allow you to just go with the flow and just trust in the process. It's difficult to do that because you're human, but this is really part of the test. Your spirit team is like, they almost feel bad because they know this is a hard part of your journey, and they have a lot of things that they would like to share, but the past being unclear and not necessarily, you don't necessarily see what's coming next. That is a part of the lesson. This is to have you completely rely on spirit and the universe. And a lot of us humans have trouble doing that. Now, it's not to say that don't act on maybe other inspirations or other things that could potentially lead you on a path. Give into that as well. But it has to be something that you enjoy. Remember that part. But for the most part, I do feel like it's just stillness, but there's progression being made, but it's very internally that will greatly affect the externally. They are giving me bits and pieces of what's to come as far as this next career opportunity, but I have to tell you once again, it really feels like something that you have yet to really do. And I think part of the process is really looking at that option as an actual option, as an actual career option. It's okay to be different. Once again, I'm getting creativity, or just innovative, or just not necessarily going with what everyone else is doing. Society may have told you that it made more sense to become a doctor, but your heart always wanted to become a singer. And this is really the opportunity that the universe is giving you to realize that was not coincidental. Your desire for singing was not coincidental. I don't know why they also said this. They're like, get a regular job or get a normal job. Like, I feel like that is a statement that's akin to what you've been hearing. And this is something that you really have to ignore. You really have to do that, especially if it's very niche or just very creative, but it still rings true to your heart. It's something that you're really gonna have to ignore and block out all the outside chatter. That's also part of the journey and the test. We have Sphinx. And it says, choose your words carefully. I feel like some of you guys could be writers. But I think overall, this is speaking about the energy. I think that you have, just like all of us, have the ability to really create our own realities by the way that we think and by the way that we speak. And I think this is actually, it's like you're starting from the ground up again. And you should see this as a great opportunity to really mold your life in any way you see possible. But it has to be something that you enjoy. And once you realize that and once you figure that out, I do believe the universe is going to be like, we got it. Now we can move on. Press play. Bring in the career opportunity, bring in that offer, bring in that job application with the approved message like, the last card that we have is, okay, first of all, before we move on, they want to talk about this card again. They said that what you give in, you get. Not sure what that means exactly, but this could be referring to, once again, the energy that you put in will be the energy that returns. This is about energy as well. And also the energy that you speak, the energy that you think will mirror your reality. So you have to be mindful of that. Yeah. The last card that we have is Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. So, I like this card. I don't know why I like this card. I do feel like this is a fear of yours, though. This is a fear. And I feel like it really comes down to, they're talking about upbringings. They're also talking about maybe a mentor or maybe someone that you looked up to, or maybe even a parent. This feels like this is what you're worried about. It feels like you're worried about maybe disappointing people. You're worried about people chatter, because you know parents love to talk. I don't know why I keep talking about parents. You guys could be grown as hell. But parents keep coming to mind with this pile. I don't know why, but parents keep coming, like, you know how sometimes parents be like, the parents love to brag about their children. And I feel as though that could be a common fear that most people who are trying to pursue different types of career typically go. But yeah, there's a fear here. And this is something that we are trying to remove. This is about removing the need to wanting to find people's approval in your choices. Like, with all due respect, who cares? It's really pretty much what Spirit is trying to let you know. But this is a process, so to absolutely take your time. And the next career opportunity is going to be one that you love. And there's not going to be no denying, and you won't be susceptible to hearing naysayers, what they have to say, their opinions, letting their opinions affect you. So pile number one, I hope that you enjoyed this nonetheless. I know some people probably didn't want to hear that, but it had to be said. Please continue to look forward to what's to come in the future. But we also have to let this process take its time and do what it needs to do. And be accepting and open with that. Okay? So with that being said, pile number one, I thank you. I love you. And if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces. What is up? Pile number two. This is for those who picked the Amethyst stone. We're about to find out what's your next career opportunity. The cards that they gave us. Bam! My favorite card, the Star card. I love this card. I do. And it makes me happy to see it in here. You know what else makes me happy? The Chariot. That's two major arcanas, baby. Can we get a third? Maybe. We got the Devil card in reverse, though. Oh yeah. If you didn't know already, this is going to be a good one. We also have Six of Cups. We have number 11. Very significant. We have individuality. We also have vision board. Product of your manifestation, by the way. We also have books. We have number 25, deceit. Okay, we also have simplicity. We have the wolf. And this card that we'll get into later. Pile number two. Wow. They're clapping for you. They are clapping for you. And I think the reason being is because they're able to give you a message like this and you're about to figure out what message it is. But they're able to give you a message like this, maybe after a while, maybe after a long time, because you guys did a lot of work, and y'all deserve a pat on the back. Y'all deserve a lot more than that, which you're going to get. But you did a lot of work. You did a lot of inner work. There's a lot of self-discovery. There's also a lot of healing and a lot of figuring out what the hell I want to do in my career. What is it that I enjoy? And I think you figured it out. Not only did you figure it out, but you figured out how easy that concept is. It's like once we actually follow our heart and follow what it is that we truly enjoy, the money will follow, the success will follow. That's a simple formula, but it's, being human sometimes can make it seem as though it's difficult to understand or achieve. But let's begin. Star card, huge wish coming true. Huge wish. Huge. And what's funny is that I also get that a lot of you guys have been working. Like, I don't really see too much time spent not working, but it's with you right now, it's about quality, not quantity. And I feel as though no matter what path you've attempted or went on prior to what this next career opportunity is about to be, you've always returned back to this idea. You've always returned back to this concept or this field or career path. You've always returned back, just like the star, the North Star, always returning back home. You've always returned back to that. And I believe it was just a matter of time before you realized that this is what you're supposed to be pursuing, and that you actually do enjoy it. This is all you really want to do, whatever this is. Huge wish. They're also showing me the 8 of Pentacles. So you're going to be working a lot very soon. And it's, once again, you're talented at this. This is your craft. This is your forte. Whatever this is, this is your lane. And whenever you have your lane or something that's niche only to you, or not niche as far as who will find it interesting or who will be drawn to it, but what I mean is that this is something I feel only you uniquely can do. Whenever that happens, it creates an effect to where you're going to be successful by default. That's just minimum. Like, by default, you're going to be very successful in whatever this is, because this is something that only you can do. It could be a lot of people doing generally the same thing that you're doing, but there's something about you or something about how you're doing it that keeps you in this lane and makes you very lucrative, very profitable, I'm sorry. The Chariot card, huge breakthrough. This is after maybe a period of nothing happening, or just maybe a period of just feeling like, yo, I may be stable, but I'm not happy. Like, I don't enjoy what I do. But there's a huge breakthrough coming through. This is you allowing the universe to really pull to you, really allow also your spirit team to really guide you. And you're not dragging, kicking and screaming. As you can see, the figure in this card is pretty much, this is like a roller coaster ride, but the fun kind. You're gonna enjoy this. You're gonna enjoy this so much. For some of you guys, there is a small indication for travel with this new career opportunity. But whatever it is, it's absolutely fated. You're absolutely being guided towards it. You're not crazy. And once again, the Devil card in reverse indicates that this is something that maybe it took some time to get to this point. And maybe you had to really reprogram yourself into thinking about other types of opportunities and other types of career field that just resonated more with your heart and your soul. Yeah. There was a huge decision that was made. And if you have yet to get to this point, this is some energy that you'll be experiencing quite soon. But I feel like for the majority of you guys are like, yep, like agreeing to what is being said as you watch this video. But a huge decision was made. And for some of you guys, it could have been somewhat of a risk, but this is going to be well worth it. Yeah. Yeah. It almost was like this next career opportunity will be very free-flowing, a little bit more, for some of you guys, a little bit more creative, a little bit more fun. Once again, you won't feel tied to what you have to do. You would feel like, yo, I want to do this. Like, I don't have to do this, but I really want to do it. And it's that drive that will also help you become more successful. Six of Cups. This is entitled Simply Love. They keep referring back to going back. They keep talking about even going back to your roots. I'm not sure what that means, but I get the sense that this could be an idea that you maybe even thought about, or maybe a career opportunity, or just a career field that you even thought about as a kid, but maybe as you grow up, we tend to forget, or maybe just think that the things that we dreamt about as a kid wasn't something that could even be plausible to achieve as an adult. So some of you guys are actually going back to that idea or that dream. But I do feel like, once again, it's referring to you following your heart, which is important, even in career matters. I'm getting, for some of you guys, because it's showing me the Six of Wands, which is victory, success. But there could also be some public figure type of role that you are stepping through. There's a rise in popularity or status that also comes with this new career opportunity. Some of you guys maybe just had a dream of becoming well known or well liked by a particular audience, or just a wide audience, and that you're revisiting that dream of yours in this next career opportunity. You'll finally be able to live out that dream of yours. Number 11, individuality. This was who you are today as you watch this video. I feel like for the majority of you guys, is not who you were maybe a year ago. This was intense amount of work, inner work, to really help you get aligned to who you are on the soul level. Once again, there's something about your unique qualities, your unique traits that will help you also to become more successful. They're also saying that this part of you that you rediscovered was sleep, was lying dormant. Maybe during the times that you pursued something else, but it was lying dormant and is now awoke. You have now awakened it. This is pile number 2, 2.0. Pile number 2, awakened version. And your career will greatly benefit from that. 1111 could be a number that you guys see all the time, but this is fate, this is destiny, this is, I feel as though you don't have to be doing anything that's explicitly spiritual, but I feel the process it took to get here was spiritual in essence. So this is spiritual growth. This is finally becoming who you are, and in some ways you're going to showcase exactly who you are and it could be on a certain platform or some type of in a way where a lot of people are going to see. With the 11 here, it also indicates that there could be some type of partnership here that you're going to be entering, especially with the Six of Cups here. There could be a soulmate here, but and by soulmate, obviously we already know if you are a family member of Kenny Tarot, then you know that soulmates doesn't necessarily mean romantic, right? Soulmates could also be our business partners. So for a lot of you guys, there's somebody else coming in that will join you along for the ride. This could be like a mentor type. This could be like a mentor type. Someone that you could look up to. Someone who sees your potential. The next card we have is Vision Board. This was a product of your manifestation. I think you maybe journal, or you maybe do things, you maybe have your own rituals of manifestation, and you maybe had like a general broad idea of what you want your life to be like, but maybe never actually knew how it was going to get there, and you guys just now discovered it. You're just going to be incredibly empowered. For some of you guys, this is like a leadership role. Even for some of you guys, this is a role in which you have more control of how you make money or how much you obtain. And I think that's a big part of the wish. There's a little bit more freedom with this next career opportunity that's coming. Now, we have the books card. The obvious interpretation is that some of you guys could be authors, or some of you guys could be writers of sorts. I also get that whatever it is, it's they're saying like by the book, which that phrase for me is really talking about going back to your roots, or going back to what you've always known. You know what I mean? Going back to where it all started, even. So once again, this is returning to a familiar aspect about who you are. But this time we are fully embracing it, and we are completely committed to it, and we completely believe in it. The obvious interpretation is yes. It could be that you could be trying to get a book published, or you could be signed by an agency that will represent you in making a book or something like that, or a publishing company. I also see what this next opportunity, they're showing me the Ace of Pentacles, but what they're showing me in a way where it's going to be, you may not necessarily see it as the golden opportunity like right away. Like maybe it's not something that will immediately give you the money that you have envisioned for yourself, but you know it's coming. This is something that will gradually rise and rise. Like I see it eventually becoming to where, let's just say for example, you're an author. The person that made Harry Potter books, she does not deserve a mention on this channel, I'm sorry. But her, she, like, you know, I'm not sure, I forgot if Harry Potter was an instant hit, but it's very clear that this author does not have to work any other job. Like those books, those 7 books, she's set for life, and her kids are even set for life. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm seeing with you. Like I see that something that will gradually attain the money and the longevity when it comes to, like, they're showing me the 10 of Pentacles now. Of course, this is something that you are creating and building that will last. This is not here today, gone tomorrow type of money. No. No. Absolutely not. I do feel like for some of you guys, it's something that you've been working on already. And maybe just needed like the right type of push or opportunity or just the right person in your corner. And you're absolutely gonna get that. We also have this card that we need to discuss. We have Deceit, number 25. This is about you pushing through all those mental barriers that you've had. Some of you guys maybe experience self-doubt, or I don't know why they said imposter syndrome. I'm not sure how that's relevant as much, but maybe it is. But yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are just pushing through those mental barriers that you used to have. I'm not good enough. I don't know what I want to do. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Like that type of thinking, or just like, oh, nothing will ever come from this. Like those type of things, those type of thoughts. Lies. But you're human, so we're susceptible to that type of thinking. But there's something that's going to be happening in the physical that will dispel all this type of lies and deceit that you maybe gave to yourself, or maybe other people have given to you. Let's continue. We also have simplicity. Really, honey. Simplicity. It says, put your energy into the basics and let go of excess. Once again, going back to the basics. Once again, that type of, it's something about returning to maybe a past love of yours. And when I say past love, I mean a past career field of yours, or maybe an idea or a concept of yours. Because that's where the sun is at. The sun is there. The sun is there. You can't really see it, maybe. The sun is there. This is where you'll be the most happiest in your career. The sun is there. The sun is also here. The sun is also here. This career opportunity will absolutely be all you need to feel fulfilled in your career. Like your career will be set once this new opportunity finally comes through. You'll be set. You'll be set. Absolutely. Just keep doing this, because it was always what you was meant to do, and a part of you always knew that. Now this is what we got to talk about really quick. We have the wolf, and it says, be careful who you trust. Now I know a lot of you guys, this is actually a warning, as you guys may have thought, but it's not a warning in the way that you think, okay? You may be thinking this is a warning to be, aware of certain people around you, or certain people who you come across. And it's not to say that the people around you are not trustworthy, but what this is saying is there's actually someone who is going to be around you, or who is currently around. I feel like this is the new person that's coming through. I do feel like this is the new person that's coming through, and I think there's going to be that your mind playing tricks on you yet again, telling you that this is not someone you should trust, when it absolutely is. There's somebody coming in, like a King of Cups energy, angelic. Chances are it's a masculine energy, but they come across as very angelic. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be like an angel investor, which is like someone who just invest money, and they have a lot of money. They invest into people and businesses that they truly believe in. For others, you guys, this is a partner, a business partner. This is the person that's coming with the offer. This is the person that's coming with the offer. And I get that this is something that they've been either they know you or they know about you, or they've been really working on really creating a solid offer that you would actually accept. I feel like the fear is maybe they're trying to do something sneaky, or maybe they're someone who is trying to underhand me in some way, shape, or form, but that's absolutely not the case. There's actually good people out here. It really is. I just feel like it's just maybe the approach is being misconstrued. Like maybe them appearing out of nowhere as well for some of you guys. Maybe a little bit like, okay, like that's weird. Like why would you do this for me? Like what do you get out of it? Like I almost feel like that's a conversation that you'll have. And once again, you gotta trust that some people are sent to you by the universe for a reason, and for good reason. They're also saying this could be someone that also allowed you to really, or also helped you get out of this stuck feeling, or just out of this rut, or out of a particular situation that you did not enjoy. They're showing me the Sun card. I'm so sorry. Your spirit team is really wanting to. It's like they're excited, and you should be too. There's a lot coming towards you, and it's amazing things. This is absolutely one of the best readings I've ever done on this channel, and it's like something so good. It seems that it shouldn't be true. Like it's almost too good to be true. That's what this card is really is telling me from your energy. Like it's too good to be true. Like why would you do this? In this case, it says beware who you trust, but really this is saying like don't be so quick to dismiss people, especially people who truly just want to help and actually believe in you. They're showing me the Sun card. So once again, this will be your fulfillment. When it comes to career, complete fulfillment. And it could also indicate that this could also be connected to other aspects of your life that could also be improving, such as love. But for sure, this is going to be a huge part of your fulfillment in this life. And it's unfolding before your very eyes. The last card that we have is, we have older women. Now, this could very well be the person that's coming through, because like I said, this person, even though the energy came across as very masculine, they don't have to be a man, but this is just someone who has maybe authority or some type of power to where they can actually make things happen. For some of you guys, never mind. It's the person. Sorry. This is someone who's going to make you believe that you can actually be financially independent, financially sufficient. They are a soulmate. Because they're showing me the Two of Cups image as well. There are a soulmate of yours. They're in your soul family. This is divinely fated encounter. Because your time to shine is now. for a lot of you guys, this is, I mean, even with older women, doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but just to point, just to say the quote, it's someone who you will revere and be like, this person's gonna be like a mentor to you. They are pretty much grooming you for success as well. I think they've already done what you're trying to accomplish, or they just have very good business instinct. You're in good hands, pile number 2. Like, whoever this is that's coming through has your back. Spirit team has your back. The universe has your back. I have your back. And more important, you have your own back. I'm proud of you. Spirits, like, your spirit team is applauding you and congratulating you. And you have a lot to be excited for. You have a lot to look forward to. So, thank you so much for joining me. And if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. What is up, pile number 3? This is for those who picked the black Tourmaline stone. We're about to find out what's your next career opportunity. The cards that they gave us are the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the 8 of Swords in reverse. We have number 12. This is also the Hangman. Or the Hang One, or the Hang Person, or the Hang Woman, whatever you fancy. We also have number 14, Moderation. Stay true to yourself. Steady. We also have Healer of the Ages in reverse. We have Worth Waiting For. We also have the Hand of Fate. Really like this card. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. So, pile number 3. This is a very interesting message, interesting reading. It may be a little bit very particular, or maybe very specific. So it may not resonate with everyone, but that's okay. Because it's going to get to the person that it needs to get to, or the people that it needs to get to. With you, pile number 3, by default, you're going to be successful. You're going to be, dare I say, rich, wealthy. You're going to have money. Like, money is not going to be an issue for you by default. And no matter what you pursue, I think you have an incredible work ethic. You have incredible, even maybe business instinct as well. You work a lot. It feels like you work hard. But guess what? It's like, I made all this money, and maybe this is not what you have accomplished yet, but this is something that this is the energy that you'll be stepping into. It's like, I accomplished all this money. I've gotten that success. Like, I've gotten all these things, but what does it all mean? What about what I accomplished means anything to me? So there's a shift happening within your energy and your thought process, especially what you actually want to pursue. For some of you guys, this is going to be a switch, whether it's from traditional career to entrepreneurship, which is the natural progression, the natural, transition. It's very natural, because it's like, I almost feel like I conquered the, corporate world, or I conquered the the rat race. I don't know. And like, it's lonely at the top. That's what it feels like. It feels like you guys are already successful, or are going to step into some big success, and then you're going to be asking, okay, now what? So I do see there's going to be like a moment where this hits you, and the effect that it's going to have is going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be like what, and they're showing a tower moment, but it's like inner tower moment. Like, this is not something externally that fell down. Something on the inside fell down, to where the life that you once strived for and you thought you'd be the happiest in, that's not the case. So what this has reignited is a passion, a new passion, a search for something else, something that has meaning or value. For example, if this is if you're like an investor or something like that, somehow, you're not investing in just anything anymore, anything that just is going to be, that you know is going to be successful. You're going to only invest in things that make sense to what you believe in and what you actually want to see progress. And once again, for others, you guys, I do see a transition from, like, they keep saying corporate world, or just traditional job, to entrepreneurship. It was like, I did it, but why am I not as happy as I thought I would have been? Like, obviously you love having a financially stable life, but it's like, there's still a void there. There's still something missing. And that's what you are on the journey of discovering within this energy. And it's going to lead to a new opportunity. It's a new opportunity that is passion. This is passion reignited for you. There's a new fire burning within you. And it's because, unlike before, this is something I actually believe in. This is something that I truly invested my emotions in. It means something to me now this time. It's not empty victories like before. Let's begin. We have the Six of Pentacles. I like how this card matches my hat. I'm sorry, y'all know I love aesthetics and things like that. Y'all already know. Anyways, we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Something's got to give. This is an imbalance. Once again, I feel as though money is not an issue, or at least money will not be an issue, but there's going to come a time where you are faced with the realization that I have all of these things, but what doesn't matter if there's no emotional attachment, there's no feeling, there's no sentimental value, like there's nothing that I can really feel from these accomplishments. So obviously it creates like a feeling that everything that I put in, all the work that I put in, it's not to say that it amounted to nothing, because obviously there's money that has been made, but there's still, you don't feel fulfilled in some other aspects, and I'm feeling it's more emotional aspects. Money, once again, I don't feel that would ever be an issue for you. At least from not anymore, no. That's not the goal anymore. The goal is find something, another path that will actually be emotionally fulfilling as well. I almost feel like bored. It's like boredom too. Like, success can sometimes be boring, it seems. Because I guess the victories and the wins don't fulfill you emotionally. I guess this is where the saying comes from. Money can't buy you happiness, even though that's a saying that I do not agree with. But I think this is where it's an example where people come up with that phrase. King of Pentacles in reverse. This is you. Doesn't matter what you identify as, this is you. And this is working a lot, and you're good at what you do. But enjoyment? That's the question. Emotional fulfillment? That's the question. Great business instinct, a tendency to really create or really touch anything and make it profitable. That's your innate gift. But you have to touch something that actually inspires you this time, and that's the question. You're on a search. And I think you maybe didn't realize you were until it actually hit you, but your soul is searching for something else. It's like, I want to feel again. Like, it's like success will never be a problem. So get that out of your head. Like, money, it will never be a problem for you. So let's just remove money out the way. As crazy as that sounds, let's just remove money and think about what it is that we would actually pursue. Things that actually interest us, without money being a factor. And that can possibly help you find your answer. We have the Eight of Swords in reverse, which is great. This is the feeling of once feeling like, yo, I'm stuck at this place, or I'm stuck with this life, when you absolutely can change it. It's never too late. You can absolutely change it. I think this is also speaking to a lot of you guys who picked this pile, who've accomplished so much, and it may feel like I can't take a detour now. I can't change what I want to do now. And you absolutely can. So this is removing fears, doubts. And once again, I feel a tower moment that happened on the inside that made you realize, like, yo, like, I feel like you came to this realization not too long ago. It was just like, like, it was almost like shocking to realize that all of what I accomplished doesn't necessarily hold any emotional value. Like, nothing about it is something that I personally truly care about. I think it was more so obviously the idea of success and being able to afford anything and everything, maybe, and being wealthy and having status, but still feel empty. And that's something that could happen if nothing about what you're doing is something that you truly care about or truly desire or truly love. But this is what your spirit team is really trying to help correct. Because your soul wants to change. Your soul wants to change. And your soul is going to get that change. And you're going to be happy about that change. We have number 12. This is the hang person, or the hang woman, or the hang man, whatever you desire. We have observe, and this is what's happening currently. This is thinking. This is looking at things from a different perspective. This is possibly even just a moment of pause that you need to give to yourself to really just look at your life. Look at your there's options. You're gonna have options. And I think you've always had options, because once again, you are completely capable of adapting to any field, any career field, and becoming a success. But that's not the point. The point is now doing something that we actually care about, something that we actually are invested in. And that's what we are in deep contemplation about. This is your energy. I almost feel like for you guys, it's about really blocking out anybody else who has anything negative to say or anything that has nothing to do with follow your heart or following your dreams. And I'm talking about dreams that have some type of value, emotional value, and some passion behind it. Not just, oh, okay, I dream of making a lot of money or I dream of being successful. No. A little bit more specific and a little bit more deeper than that. You're going to have a lot of people who don't agree. You're going to have a lot of people who have things to say, but it's about blocking them out. And once again, the message and the guidance is coming from above, not from anyone else. So you're going to have to trust that. Trust that inner voice. Normally I would say that would be hard for you, but with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's my indication that you guys are doing just that. We have number 14, moderation. So for you, once again, it's about a balance that we need to achieve. It's not just about the money. It's also about the love for what I do. We got to get both of those in order. Once again, you're going to have options. And this is probably what you're contemplating and thinking about and weighing out which one will work better. But it's really about which one do you love the most? Which one do you feel more emotionally invested in? Which one do you believe in the most? Because there's one particular path that Spirit is guiding you towards. And I think you're going to find it anyways. There's one. And you're going to know when it is when it actually hits you. And it's going to be something that maybe Spirit speaks to you by way of signs, or maybe there's an opportunity that comes up and you want to be a part of it. Go for it. But once again, it's something that reignites your passion. I see you developing, or just not even developing, but it's more so recognizing a purpose out of this now. And for some of you guys, it could be like, yo, okay, I have all this success, all this money. I need inspiration on what to do with it, or something like that. But I feel for the most part, this is somewhat some type of transition. You have to stay true to yourself. Returning back to authenticity, returning back to what it is that you actually want. Once again, what it is that you actually desire. They keep wanting me to reiterate this. Money is never going to be an issue for you. Not in this life. So I get the indication that they really want you to remove that factor and to really truly look at the options that you could be pursuing that will give you that fulfillment, reignite that fire. Because I'm getting bored. Like, it's like I need excitement again. And just simply being rich or simply having a lot of money is just not going to just cut it. This is all, it's funny because yes, we have free will, but you are being guided to make this transition. I see Spirit holding you hand in hand. This is you, like, this realization is not coincidental. This epiphany, this moment where you think like, oh my God. Some may call it a midlife crisis, but it's here to get your attention, because your soul's like, okay, You did what you were supposed to do. You did what you want to do, but now it's time to pull from my end of the bargain, pretty much, is what your soul is saying. We have study. So this is about, once again, I get deep contemplation, really weighing out the options, really thinking about which route to take, which option to take. And once again, I feel like this is actually a very spiritual pile. And that's weird for me to say because I get very material, very 3D person here. But there is a spiritual side to you. Especially with this here. You're absolutely connected to Source. You're absolutely connected to Spirit. You're absolutely aware, I feel. And there's one spirit guide in particular. This owl right here represents spirit. There's one spirit guide in particular who is leading you towards this new next career opportunity. So trust me, believe you're in good hands, and you'll know what it is when you encounter it. You'll know exactly the opportunity that you're supposed to take, or the path that you're supposed to be on when you encounter it. The exact position that I get. Once again, they're not really telling me super specifics, and I think that could possibly be somewhat up to you, but I think it's just, once again, it just has to be something that you are emotionally involved in, something that you truly believe in. Maybe it's something that has a cause, maybe it's advocacy in some way. I'm getting for a lot of you guys, because now I'm really, this is a spiritual bunch, but you guys are a hybrid, which is something that I would like to think I am, in which you guys are both 3D and 5D, which is essentially what we should all aspire to be. Like, I could want success, but yet I still have depth to me. I still have a feminine side that I'm very much in tune in, and I honor and embrace. Because this image to me is not giving, this spirit guide is talking and I'm listening. You're listening. That's a connection. You guys, you're very familiar with spirit. And I think you 100% know you're being led to a different path that maybe you didn't expect. But it's like, now that it's here, you just continuously feel drawn to pursuing this path, whatever it may lead. But you know it's going to lead to a more, your life is going to be reinvigorated. This is new life, a breath of fresh air for you. New passion, new love. And overall, you're gaining clarity. They're speaking to you. You are open. That crown chakra is open. Third eye open. We also have Healer of the Ages in reverse. This is really, you may be naturally a balanced person, but this is like, it was like that moment hit and it really just shook you to your core. You're feeling all types of out of sorts. Anxious even, because you know, it's like something you may not exactly know where you're being led to, but you know that whatever you are being led to, it's exactly where you're supposed to be. Like, you know there's a transitioning happening, you know there's a shift happen, and you know that. And I think that realization is what triggered it. Like, yo, I have all this success, but what does it all mean? And you know you'll be led to the answer as to what is the meaning, like what is my even purpose. Once again, this is purposeful work, I feel, or just work that has meaning and that has some type of effect. I also feel like there could be an indication that this could be something to do with just people in general, or just humanity, or maybe just a way to help them and be of service. Yeah. It's like you already have an incredibly blessed life, but you know that even this is not the end all be all. You know that. And you're allowing yourself to be led by Spirit towards meaning, true meaning, true passion, and true love for what you do as a career. Worth waiting for. Interesting. I don't even know if you even realize it, but you've been waiting for a change. You've been asking for a change. Like maybe you've been subconsciously wanting a change. This is not a seed that I felt you just planted yesterday. You absolutely know a change is coming. And it's needed, really. And once again, I'm hearing that this is what your soul has been waiting for. Your soul has been waiting for this time. So just allow it to happen the way it needs to happen naturally. If things need to end, then so be it. Because something new is starting. It's a new beginning happening. They're showing me the Ace of Wands. New beginning, absolutely. Once again, spirit guides all over around. Like you are 100% protected with this decision. 100% protected with this decision. There's nothing to fear. We have the hand of fate, which you can probably guess what this means. Destiny, pretty much. But forces beyond your control intervene. Once again, this really implies the strong connection with spirit that I felt with you. And it's like you are maybe naturally a person who's quite logical or maybe practical, right? Which is beautiful. But you do have this other side that is quite deep and quite emotional, and also I'm given psychic as well. I think it's like you're very open to this change. You're very open to what spirit is leading you and guiding you towards. And I think you 100% know that this is all fated and this is all what naturally is needed to happen. And you're 100% focused on the path ahead, even if you can't necessarily see what's ahead. But the point is, like, I see unwavering faith, unwavering trust. Because you know they have your back. You are 100% protected. Spirit guides are all around you, helping you, leading you. The last card that we have is Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. I love this. This they're showing me the 10 of Pentacles. It looks like money, even more money is coming your way. But this time, once again, there's value in the sense that there's a familial aspect when it comes to this. Maybe there's a certain person that's connected to your next career opportunity that you'll become closer with, or a group of people that you'll come closer with this next opportunity. It's also money that I see you guys also maybe even building something that you actually own and you actually created from the ground up. And it's going to be successful and it's going to last. Yeah. I love this. And I believe that for a few of you guys could be the one giving the gift, in a sense, in a way of investing or something like that into a project or a business that you truly believe in. Maybe some of you guys will become like co-owners of a pre-existing company, and you will help it grow to amazing new heights. Like, I see you guys being a part of something that's going to be even bigger than you at one point, because it's going to be something that reaches across what feels like generations and even more people. Something bigger, and it's going to be absolutely what you've been missing, that value. This is an important transition, and your spirit team is way proud of you. So proud of you, because as a student of school, you are acing it. You are doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You're asking the right questions, and you embarked on this path, or you will be embarking on this path that will be so rewarding. Not only monetary, but emotional, passion. I even feel spiritual. And there's love here. Not just love, which is obviously the highest form of energy, and the energy that in vibration that source would want us all to operate on. Beautiful. Pile number 3. Maybe my favorite, maybe. Maybe my favorite pile, one of my favorite piles for sure. This is incredible. I'm honored that you even view this channel. I'm honored that you even took the time to press play and allow me to be a vessel for your spirit team. I'm grateful. So if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 4? This is for those who picked the clear quartz crystal. We're about to find out what is your next career opportunity. The cards that they gave us are the Princess of Swords, which is also like the Page of Swords. We also have the coveted Ace of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. We also have number 7. This is the 7 of Wands. I already know this is going to get the people riled up a little bit in this from what they're saying. Manifestation, number 8. This is, okay, they already want to speak. This is not just any manifestation. This is, with the number 8, this is abundance you're looking for. Abundance, stability. Sensitivity is the next card. You're on the right path. Something tells me that even with them saying that, you don't believe it, but we'll get into that. Yeah. We also have Archangel Chamuel, 3rd chakra, in reverse. Healer. Okay, we're going there. We also have the Talisman. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. Okay, call number 4. I get the sense Spirit this time around it's like tough love. And they're going to communicate to you in a way that I feel is very familiar to you. I feel like you're the type of person, I think you're very spiritual, or at least you have somewhat of a connection with spirit. And I feel as though the way you talk to them is more, I mean, it's nothing wrong with how you talk to them, but I feel like, well, I almost feel like they're going to reciprocate the same type of energy that you give them. Like, they're giving you tough love. Like, sometimes you may come at them in a way where it's like, and they're not offended by it at all. It's like you're expressing maybe your frustrations and things like that, and they're going to kind of give you, they have the same type of energy like you, in a sense. And so they're giving you a lot, they're going to give you a lot of things throughout this reading that are going to be like very tough love and very like get your head in the game, like open, like wake up, like what are you not getting? Like, that's the type of energy. I feel for you, pile number 4, I think you spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos or pick a card readings. I think you've heard a lot of what that's going to be said already, like the success is coming and things like that. All the good things are coming towards you. But what happens after a while, and you're human, is that we hear it all the time, but it's like, where is it? We hear it all the time, but where the hell is it? And it's like, that is not the point. That shouldn't be the focus. But these are the questions that I feel a lot of you guys ask. So it's now, you transform, even maybe you're more cynical about these type of messages. You're a little bit in disbelief when you hear a lot of these things sometimes. Even though it's 100% the truth, you just don't see it yet. But this is where we're at now. There is 100% a new career opportunity that's going to be presented to you. And it's a product of what you wanted. It's a product of your own abilities to manifest. But during this time, it feels as like there's some doubt, there's some fear that this won't actually happen. There's also, just very much, I'm feeling like sarcasm, or like just very cynical about whenever spirit speaks to you, whether it's through pick a card readings or maybe personal readings that you may have had. Because you feel like I've been hearing this for the longest. Where is it? And they're like, it's coming, but at the same time, that shouldn't be your only focus. You should not be just worried about what, being happy in the future. You should also be happy today. And that's what they're trying to also make you understand. we're gonna begin. We have the Princess of Swords, Page of Swords in reverse. This is that cynic. And it's like they understand where it's coming from, because they're saying that it's coming from fear. It's coming from, they're showing me the Nine of Swords, of course, which is my fear, which is my worry, anxiety. How am I going to pay this bill? Or how am I going to, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Like, or just simply, you just been dying for a change. And the thing is, the change is coming. But the thing is, it's like, it's not to say that you being this way, like cynical or just in disbelief or very pessimistic about these messages. It's not to say that being that way is going to halt your manifestations from coming, but it's like, it doesn't necessarily help it come faster, if that makes sense. Excuse me. They almost see you at, and this is not a disrespect. Your spirit team kind of dote on you, but at the same time, they're like, they're like, pound number 4, we love you, but you're gonna have to grow out of this. Like, you're gonna have to get in your head that your manifestation is coming, and it's on its way. And part of the challenge is patience. Part of the lesson is patience. And part of the other lesson is finding happiness now. You can't just depend on these manifestations to bring you the happiness. You have to find happiness within your own life, in the present time as well. And this is just small joys. Start small, like going to, I always use botanical gardens because that's just my thing. But going to botanical garden instantly makes me happy. It also instantly heals me, recharges me. That's my sanctuary. And that's something that I feel like you have to discover as well. That way it's not just like, okay, day 100 of no manifestations being received. Here we go again. The space in between these manifestations are still supposed to be enjoyable. Like, they're still vital. And like, these are still moments in your life that are important, that you should also see as important, and something that you should enjoy. But here it is. We got to talk about it. I mean, there's a huge manifestation happening. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the creme de la creme. This is the golden opportunity that the universe is handpicking for you. The problem is your mind. Your mind, it's like not only communication with spirit, because be who you are, because I don't feel like the way you speak to them is really a problem, because they kind of have the similar energy. But what I also feel like, it's like, it's more so you are so stuck on, things not going your way, or things not happening the way that you wanted. And it's like, just because maybe in the past that's been the case, and I'm sure there's reasons as to why that happened as well, but just because that happened in the past doesn't mean it's going to be something that happens in the future or continues to happen. And once again, this is something that you and spirit are creating together. So this is very tailored to you, meaning guaranteed success. Nine of Pentacles. This is slow moving, of course. This is not actually a delay. If it was in this position, this would be a delay. So just know that everything is happening according to plan, despite how you may feel or think. I'm getting brat vibes from you, but like it's like they really, like, they're just like, oh, poor baby. Like, they're almost looking at you like, Wait until you see. Like, I'm getting, they love that part about you as well. The fact that it's feeling very like a brat. But they're like, just wait until you see. Like, you won't understand until it actually happens. But the Nine of Pentacles, it indicates, yeah, this is a huge manifestation and it requires time. It absolutely does. They're showing me the King of Pentacles, which is absolutely what you will be embodying. Hello? King of Pentacles is Midas touch energy. Anything you touch will turn to gold. Guaranteed success once again. Money won't ever be an issue. Money won't. It's going to be a time when this drops that you will feel like, yo, money is never going to be an issue from this point on. Which is why it's important to really find happiness, find other types of joy in your life that will still keep you fulfilled. Because I feel like the goal is to really have a lot of money and wealth. And maybe what the opportunity will be something that you actually truly enjoy. But I get the sense that there needs to be a balance that you have to find on your own as well. Other aspects of life that you do enjoy. Like, in the meantime, while this manifestation keeps trucking along closer and closer towards you, go out for a walk, read a book, go to the coffee shop. I don't know why I'm getting coffee shops. Go to the botanical garden, like I said. Go there. Get out the house sometimes. Like, enjoy. There's still a lot of life that could be enjoyed in the present moment, not just when the manifestation drops. Okay. But once again, it's major career change. Major career change, major career opportunity. It's an elevation in status as well. Your life will completely change with this next career opportunity. And it's huge, it's big. So you kind of have to also think of it that way as well. Like, what exactly are we manifesting? When it comes to the big picture, like, how huge is it? And I feel like for you, it's huge what you've been co-creating with the universe. So that can take time for it to fully manifest into the 3D. Let's get into this really quick. We have the Seven of Wands. Let me tell you, I love your energy. I hope that you don't think that what I've been saying this entire time meant that I dislike it and you should probably change. Maybe in some aspects you can probably tone it down, and that's what we're going to get into. But I really love this energy in which I feel as though you are definitely the type of person who argues with your spirit team or argues with source, like, why me? Like, you're the type of person who yell to the sky, to the heavens, like, why me? Why is this happening? Why is that going to me? Like, I feel like you're that type of person, and I love that. I don't know why. I feel like that's so refreshing. And you're not scared. You are not afraid of any repercussions, like as if there will be. They love you too damn much. But this is really speaking about, I feel as though, once again, this is your fears and your doubts manifesting in a way of frustration and anger. And it's usually directed towards, once again, I feel spirit and the universe possibly. And this is something that they want you to really become a little bit more open in the idea that not even the idea, it's the fact that once you place your order, and by order I mean your manifestation, it's already confirmed, it's already ordained for you. And just let it go. And to know that There's a lot of other factors that could be also be playing a part. So this is really Spirit saying like, yo, it's not entirely our fault. Like, you can blame us, it's fine, but just letting you know it's not entirely our fault. There's other factors that are playing a part. There's other things that need to be aligned. There's a lot of moving parts to what this manifestation could actually be for you. So they want you to kind of, they want to challenge you to look at it from that perspective as well. I'm getting like a very feisty soul of yours, or spirit person of yours, you. And it's something that they often are amused by, and they really do adore. And they're just like, just wait, you're gonna be singing a different tune when this drops. And they're gonna be like, we're not gonna tell you we told you so, but yeah, this is about when things doesn't necessarily go your way, try to look at it from a different perspective, a more positive perspective. And that may be challenging for you to do, but this is why they're saying we challenge you. They use that word. We challenge you to do this. Major changes. Spell number 4, major changes. They're showing me the death card image. Major changes, what you've been co-creating. I'm getting chills. This, once again, not sure if they said it already, but this is life-changing. Something of that magnitude, it could take some time for it to fully manifest. But a transformation in your stability, your abundance, your money. It's the perfect job for you. Perfect opportunity, perfect time, perfect people involved. Perfect concept. Everything's perfect, and once again, tailored to you. And once again, it's once you have this, your life will never be the same. It will always, like from that point on, it will always be maybe even more than what you envisioned. Here it is. Sensitivity. Yeah, you're human, which is why, once again, your spirit team is not necessarily condemning you, or they actually like that part about you. This very much fighter type of person, like you will even fight those people who are maybe innately more powerful than you. Like they love that. Like you are someone who will stand up if you felt the call to do so. But this is just a sensitive time, sensitive moment for you. And it feels like something that you can absolutely help. I'm so sorry. Gotta pick this up. It's something that I feel you can absolutely remedy by finding other types of joys in your life in the meantime. That's something that you can try to incorporate into your daily lives. And this is something that will help balance it out a little bit, but yeah, it's your emotions. I think that you guys are actually quite psychic, even because they're showing me the Queen of Cups, but it's a little bit distorted. So I feel like, once again, this is just a very sensitive time for you, and because of that, it's sometimes you can even block out your own intuition as to what is actually happening and what is actually coming. But you're human, and that happens. Doesn't mean it should always happen now. But this is really your spirit team saying, we understand. We understand. We don't blame you. But if we can suggest something, try finding other things that can make you happy and fill you with joy. And in the meantime, at the very least. But this is also indicating that for a lot of you guys, there is a psychic nature with the next career opportunity that's coming through. There's a psychic nature about it. In essence, there's some psychic, spiritual essence about it. Doesn't necessarily have to be very explicitly spiritual, like what I'm doing. It could be just in essence spiritual. Something about you, I mean, this is empathic as well, or empathetic, but this is really speaking like, it's almost as if that part of you is so beautiful, and yes, sometimes it gets to you into certain types of mood that could be a little bit unhelpful, but it's the very thing that I feel a lot of you guys will be utilizing, those emotions, that energy, that you'll be utilizing that for this next tour opportunity, it feels like, which is why your spirit team is like, we love that part about you. Yeah. In case you didn't know though, everything's happening for a reason, or not everything's happening for a reason, but everything's happening, even though that's true too, but everything is happening as it should. There's no mistake. If you are currently at a job now, it was supposed to happen. If you left a job, if you got let go from a job, that was supposed to happen too. If you're feeling very called to another path, that's supposed to happen too. If this just is a period of stillness and nothing seemingly is happening, that's supposed to happen too. This next career opportunity does seem to have a little bit more, and by a little bit, I mean a lot of it, more like bigger picture type of value, and also there's a helping people. There's something about that, helping people in some way, shape, or form. We also have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, and this is solar plexus, which is, first of all, is also in charge of what you believe you can do, which seems to be out of whack. So make sure you clear that up. Do some meditation practice. Archangel Chamuel can help you with that. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron could also help you see things a little bit more clearly, and from the perspective, the higher perspective. But Archangel Chamuel is also the Archangel of loving relationships. There's something about this next career that has to do with people, love, harmony, maybe even unifying people in some way, shape, or form, or maybe what you're going to be doing in essence will be making the world a better place and bringing people together in some way. Also healing, which we'll get into next, but one thing about this card, once again, is that there needs to be something else that you can focus on that will also bring you joy during this time. And it's something that you can do right now. Not just, okay, well, I gotta wait until my manifestation drop, then I'll feel like, I have something to live for. No, you have plenty to live for now. There's plenty of beauty in life currently. Find that for yourself. Because the manifestation is it's coming. Despite how slow or how long it's been taking, that's something that will always remain yours. And until it hits, it's like like you're not necessarily supposed to be as pressed as you are for the details of when. And if you were focused on maybe the present and trying to be happy now, because you absolutely could be, then the wait wouldn't be as seemingly painful as they're making me feel that you feel it is. The big card that we need to discuss is this card. Healer. Let's talk about it. Some of you guys are meant to be doing what I'm doing, but a handful of you guys, a lot of you guys are supposed to be doing healing work in a more traditional sense. So we have your doctors, we have your psychologists, we have your psychiatrists, all those other medical professionals as well, in a more traditional sense. Or there could be, you could even be someone who is a social media influencer or a YouTuber or some sort, but maybe what you do is you talk about your life, and in some ways it heals people. Obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but they're saying like it's the end of an era for you. So maybe this is completely different than what you've been doing for work. Completely different. Something's ending for this to begin. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's a lot of the struggle is going to be you finally committing to this, because this is a part of your path and purpose. I also feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like you're going to be blessed with a lot of money, because when you have a lot of money, a lot of people are going to be blessed because of that in some way. I mean, you could have a generous spirit, of course, but I feel like there could be something that's directly related to you getting money and you using that money to also help other people. Healing energy exudes from you. And I think this is something that you probably never realized it was healing energy. Maybe you have a lot of friends, or maybe you come across as very vibrant and youngish, just your energy. And that's the type of energy that a lot of people gravitate towards. There's a light within you that shines. And that light is it's a part of who you are, but it's also going to be a part of what you do for this next career opportunity. This Ace of Pentacles also represents, I also translate this as the helping hand, which indicates once again that what this next career opportunity is going to be about. It's about you helping people in some way, shape, or form. Next card that we have is the Talisman. And it was so funny because they're showing me the Hangman as I picked up this card, the image of the Hangman. Unfortunately, it's in reverse, which, depending on how you look at it, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Only because it's a good thing because this is indicating that there is a pause that has been lifted, or that will be lifted quite soon for you. But at the same time, there's a perspective that you need to achieve, like now. The card says you are destined to succeed. I get the sense that it's fun and games being cynical and pessimistic, but when you actually don't believe that the manifestation that you've created and you've co-created with the universe is not going to happen, that's where issues comes. That's where issue. And I feel like you need to adopt a different perspective during this time. Because like I said, the manifestation is going to happen regardless, but the the waiting period is not meant to be torturous. It's not meant to be seen as punishment. It's not meant to be met with frustration or anger. And you wouldn't have that if you truly believed that this was happening. This is complete and total confidence that what is due for you is absolutely coming and it's on its way. And this is, the circle represents this is like the Wheel of Fortune and also the Ace of Pentacles in your case. I don't necessarily interpret it that way all the time, but for your case, this is like the Wheel of Fortune and also the Ace of Pentacles. Once again, similar image. And the Wheel of Fortune is being brought to my attention. The image of Wheel of Fortune is because this is something that you don't see coming. Obviously, it's going to happen when you least expect it. Obviously, it's divinely fated. Obviously, it's divine intervention. And obviously, there's a lesson to be learned here, which is obviously patience, but also magic is real. Magic is real, and you're a magician. And it's about, and one thing about the magician, which is what you are, is that I cast the spell, or I said the incantation. I did everything that I normally do in order to make this happen, and I'm confident that it will happen. Like, I have no doubt in my mind that it's happening. It's like, yeah, it's in the back of my mind. I know it's coming, but at the same time, I'm not necessarily focused on the specifics about it, because I know however it's going to happen, that kind of really doesn't matter as much as far as me worrying about how it's going to happen. My only concern is that the fact is it's happening. And this is them reassuring to you once again. This is a gift from the universe as well. But it's a big one. And the wheel is turning, and it's continuously turning in your favor, and it's only a matter of time before it turns, and it's now in your 3D reality. This new opportunity seems very, for some of you guys, very non-traditional, but for others of you guys, it's traditional. But in essence, there's a spiritual element or a healing element to it. What you're going to be doing will be helping people or humanity as a whole, the collective, which is why the universe is 100% backing you up. And there's a breakthrough happening, coming soon for you. A breakthrough. A very significant change. But it may be taking its time, but at the same time, there's still a lot to be grateful for now. You don't have to wait until those manifestations actually come to realization. You can be grateful now. Because you have a lot. You're still being blessed. Like, you're still being blessed. You have a lot to be grateful for in your current present. Magician, yeah, you're actually quite more powerful than you think. More powerful than you give yourself credit for. The last card that we have is, hello. Dark man. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? So, for some of you guys, obviously, this could be you. For others of you guys, and for us, you guys, this is actually going to be somebody that you work with. There's something about there's a community aspect about what this next career opportunity may be. I see people around you, or you interacting with people, or maybe what you're going to be doing has to do with being of service. Like, you're interacting with people. And I think it's in more ways than one. I think there's going to be people that you actually join forces with somehow, or they maybe you become partner with. And there's also people that you interact with that are not necessarily your partners, but they're more so the people that you are assisting or helping or providing the service to. This is one of the key figures of this manifestation. You guys will be working closely together. They're showing me the Empress image, so for sure success. Your collaboration with this person will ensure success as well. The thing about this person though, very smart, and what they're going to do is discover maybe like a secret type of way of ensuring your success. Like they're saying like it's sneaky, like very sneaky, but I think it's like everyone has been doing it this way, but no one ever took the time to look at it from this way. And this is what this person is going to discover and really show you. Very passionate individual here. Very passionate, very even creative, very innovative. You're going to be happy with this person on your team. Absolutely. They fulfill a need when it comes to maybe their own capabilities. They fulfill a need that maybe you are not the strongest in, but you also have your strengths as well. That will be a balance. This is just one of, I feel, at least 3 people that you'll be working with. But this is a major figure in this manifestation of yours. So that should let you know, pile number 4, that it's not just you that the universe is having to make sure it aligns to this. It's also other people involved. It's big. Keep saying that. It's huge. This is no small feat. So just trust the process. And obviously trust in your spirit team and trust in the universe, but more importantly, trust in yourself that you are fully capable of bringing this into fruition. And in the meantime, smell the roses, grab that cup of Folgers or Folgers, relax, enjoy life. Life is going according to plan. Relax. Pile number 4, absolutely enjoyed. I actually enjoyed this whole entire reading, but it's just very interesting to see the different type of energies. And I had so much fun with your pile. I really did. And your energy, I absolutely love. And there's huge things coming, things that will blow your mind and you don't see it coming now, and that's okay. When it happens, So with that being said, pile number 4, thank you so much for joining us and allowing me to connect with your spirit team to give you this message. But if you feel so inclined, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. But other than that, I'll catch you guys at the next video. Bye.